Now we take a step back from the headlines to ask the questions Nigeria deserves answers to. On May 30th, retired Major General Rabe Abubakar, former Director of Defense Information, was abducted alongside his wife in Matazau, Katsina State. Days later, a video surfaced of the couple appealing for help. And now, the news no one wanted to hear. General Abubakar is dead. 3 institutions have spoken. The Katsina state government says he died of natural causes, complications from diabetes and hypertension. Defense headquarters confirmed his death, describing him as a distinguished officer. And from the presidency, Bayo Ononuga relayed President Tinubu's condolences and used the moment to reaffirm a hard line, declaring that the government will never negotiate with terrorists, and that the window of surrender, first announced on Democracy Day, has now closed. Now, 3 statements, 1 death, and a funeral already conducted.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
May his soul rest in peace. But this morning, Daily Trust is reporting that the general's family is pushing back on the statement issued by the Katsina state government. The general's son, Isiaka Rabe, and daughter, Ada Abubakar, dispute the claim that their father died of diabetes, insisting that he had no such history. So here is what remains unanswered. Who is telling the truth? How was General Abubakar's body recovered from a terrorist enclave and buried within 24 hours? Who recovered it? And what was exchanged? General Abubakar's story is not the only one. 3 generals have now died in the hands of terrorists in November 2025. Brigadier General Musa Uba was ambushed by ISWAP in Damboa, Borno State, separated from his troops and used his own WhatsApp to beg for rescue. 3 days later, ISWAP released photos confirming his execution. In April, Brigadier General Oseni Brahima was killed alongside 17 soldiers when ISWAP stormed 3 military formations in Benshek, Borno State. Now, 3 generals, 3 different ends. One question. If officers of this rank can be captured, killed, and lost, what protection does an ordinary Nigerian have? Now, a resurfaced clip of General Abubakar from his days as Director of Defense Information is now going viral, where he spoke about military efforts to rescue Boko Haram hostages, including the Chibok girls, promising operations that prioritize the safety of captives.
We are on course. Recently, we have rescued a lot of civilians from the terrorists, and I believe you must have read it on paper. Even last week alone, we rescued how many? About 300 plus children and women. And as long as we rescue this kind of thing, this kind of group of people, I will want to believe that rescuing Chibok girls is on side. Only that, we have to be extremely cautious. We have to be extremely careful, and we are planning towards making a rescue that will be not just to rescue them, but rescue them with their unharmed and with their life.
Today, that very principle of careful intelligence-led rescue is the principle Nigerians say was never applied to save him. The irony has not been lost on social media, and tributes keep pouring in. Nigeria owes General Abubakar and his family